annual Brad Smith Run. I'm Mayor Al Adomite. It's a privilege to have everybody here this morning. We're going to be welcomed with the presentation of colors of the national anthem that's going to be led by our Cub Scouts from Pack 91. So if everybody put their hand over their heart and get ready for the presentation of colors.
Scout, attention. Salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This morning we'll be led with the national anthem this morning by our chamber director, Dawn Michelle.
All right, if everyone can sing along with me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Give Dawn a round of applause. She did that on about a minute's notice, and so we really appreciate her doing that for us. Okay, we've got a couple thank yous to do. We just want to thank the fire department, the city of Troy, the Tri-Township Park District, all our volunteers that come from Bethel Baptist Church and from all around that are part of the Brad Smith organization, the Lions Club. So many organizations are represented here that I know I probably missed 10 of them that I'll hear about later, but thank you to everybody who volunteers to make this happen. We want to make a couple announcements. If you take a look at the back of your neighbor's shirt, today, we're celebrating a couple things that have happened this year. It is the 100th anniversary of Scott Air Force Base this year, and so let's give Scott Air Force Base a round of applause. The base is so important to our community, and so it's just a real honor to be part of the centennial festivities and have this race be a part of that. And we've got a special VIP from Scott here this morning that I'm going to introduce here in a second. But then if you look at your left shirt sleeve, you'll see, and this is done with permission, you'll see the logo for the Thunderbirds. And this year at the air show, that was June 10th and 11th at Scott Air Force Base, the lead Thunderbird actually flew with Brad Smith's name in the wheel well of the plane. And so we built a really special relationship with the Thunderbirds at the air show this summer, and they've allowed you to carry their logo on the sleeve today, and so we're really proud of that. It is my real privilege to invite up in front of you for a welcome the commander from the 375th Air Wing, the base commander from Scott Air Force Base, Colonel John Howard. Give him a big round of applause.
All right. I know you guys are getting fired up. It's a great day today. I thought the Cub Scouts, you guys brought it. I thought that was fantastic, and the singing of the national anthem was, especially with no notice, that was very impressive. That was very, very, very nice. Just got a couple quick remarks, you guys. Well, I gotta tell you, it's a great day. We got the Army National Guard in the back there representing us, and I'm looking forward to seeing those guys one day as well. But I just want to say, good morning, and then, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting Dana, my wife Dana, and I. She'll be the quicker of the two of us, by the way. She's much quicker than I am. I'm out here today, and thank you for coming out to everyone to honor a brave young man. We're here to honor Senior Airman Bradley Smith, who gave his life in service to our country. And as we look at his heroic acts, saving his fellow service members, we are shown an example of absolute selflessness and service. And for his incredible bravery, as many of you know here, he's awarded the Silver Star, which, in case you didn't know, is one of the absolute highest awards for bravery in combat. And so I need to do another round of applause for that. So Senior Airman Smith leaves behind an amazing family. His parents, Paul and Gary, who are actually, excuse me one second, my phone is going off because we are in the middle of evacuation operations at Scott Air Force Base, and my wife will take that one for me. Thank you very much. The job never stops, as I'm sure you can appreciate. But anyway, Senior Airman Smith leaves behind an amazing family. His parents, Paul and Gary, who are here. And his daughter, Chloe, couldn't make it today. But they have sponsored today's run each year, and as a way of keeping his legacy alive. And as we talk today, it's a celebration, and I think that's a great attitude to have. And they have raised more than $250,000 in scholarships for high school students and active duty personnel to date, and I think that's absolutely amazing. How about a round of applause for that? All right, so I'll wrap it up and say, thank you once again for honoring your family, our Air Force family, and giving back so much to the community. You really do and truly inspire us all. Let's use that inspiration and joy to enjoy our event today. And once again, thank you to everyone who organized this event, creating an amazing Centennial themed t-shirt, which I thought was very neat, and for inviting my wife and I out. And also, before I wrap it up, I also say is, there's go off script here for a second. There's an amazing connection between Troy and the base. Whether it be I see some of my colleagues out here, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? So it's really cool seeing guys from the base. But also, I did not know this until a few minutes ago. Did you know the mayor, his great-grandfather enlisted at Scott Air Force Base 100 years ago? So he was like totally part of the Centennial celebration. And so I think I'm a round of applause for that. I think that's pretty cool. So that heritage is really neat. And so, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. We got some fast runners in here. I'm gonna probably be in the back there, but I'm gonna try to finish this thing too. But these guys look sharp, and what a great event.
We think it's great that the Colonel and his wife come up, and they're just out here, but they're going to run today too, which is really awesome. Okay, let's get you guys on the course. We've got a few announcements that Paula's going to make here, and we want to thank Tulans for being here. We are chip time today, and so we're going to make a few announcements on that. Thank you for being here.
Okay, you guys, the only thing I wanted to say is since it's the first year that we're chip time, a lot of you guys know about this already, but make sure that you still have your tearaway thing. They are going to be tearing those at the end. Make sure it's got your name and all that on there, because otherwise you'll screw up your timing on that. So anyway. All right, and Rich McCamick, who has been a coach in this area for many years, he is going to do the gun today, and so I hope you guys have a good run, and we'll get out of the way as soon as we let the balloons go. So.
And please take a look at the back of your shirts. Thank you to all of our sponsors. They work really hard. We would definitely want to give a big round of applause to all of our sponsors for the race today.
Nice job. Thanks, guys.
We love you double time. Because we do it all the time.